Hello everyone, welcome to this second video in this little series of vlogs I'm doing right now about the 2015 Academy Award nominations. I know it's 2016, but these are honoring the films of 2015. Right now I'm on IMDb and I'm looking at the list of nominations. They have them all officially on there finally. I'm just going to give you some quick thoughts that I have right now. If I say something that you wanted me to say, I apologize. I might forget, or I might, after I do this video, I'm like, oh, I wish I would have said that. That's going to happen. So I'm going to go through it really quick and just give you some of my thoughts, some of my first reaction, pretty much, of snubs, movies I wish that were in those categories instead. I'll try and remember some of those. So I'm going to go through it really quick and hopefully get this done very fast. But thank you so much for checking out my opinion, and of course, always share yours. Alright, so right now I see the best short films, live action. I haven't seen any of those, so I can't comment on that. Best short films, animation. I haven't seen any of that, though. Don Hertzfeldt is there. I've actually met him many years ago, so I'm happy he's nominated for his short. He's very funny when it comes to his short animated films. So we're in the documentary shorts. I don't think I saw any of those, so I can't comment on that as well. In the documentaries, I saw 3 of the 5 films that are nominated, so I'm only going to comment on the 3. I see Amy, Cartel Land, and What Happened, Miss Simone. Out of those, I'm happy that Amy is there, and Amy should win, but I haven't seen the other 2, so I don't know, but I'm happy. Amy is the documentary about Amy Winehouse. It's a great documentary, probably one of the best of the year. I haven't compiled my list yet for the documentaries, but it is definitely high up there. Visual effects, of course, happy that Mad Max is there, and Star Wars. Star Wars got a lot of technical awards, and Ex Machina, very small, but one of the best films of 2015. Just happy it got nominated, and they could have fit it in as Best Picture. Just put it out there. You have 10 slots, and you only fill up 8. Academy, you bug the crap out of me when it comes to that. All right, so then we go to sound editing. I'm glad Sicario is there. Did get a lot of nominations. A lot of the films that are nominated for visual effects are kind of been nominated for sound editing, and just happy Mad Max is getting a lot of love at the Academy this year, especially for an action movie. When do they actually care about an action movie when it comes to the Academy? Never. Sound mixing. Looks like more of the same, but Bridge of Spies got lots of nominations, which I'm really surprised that the Academy nominated, especially going to get the Best Picture. I thought it was one of the best films of the year, but there were a lot of films that were better that should have been nominated instead of Bridge of Spies. Alright, so we go to the Best Song, and I'm happy that Youth is there for its song. Spectre, I surprisingly liked the song from Sam Smith. I'm not a fan of Sam Smith. 50 Shades of Grey got nominated. There's a documentary that got nominated, The Hunting Ground, which got nominated for Best Documentary. It was one of the best documentaries of 2015, but it got nominated for its song, not for the documentary. Yeah, whatever. And there's another film that I never heard of that's nominated, but I'm just going to comment on this really quick and just say, Furious 7, that song for Furious 7 is one of my favorite songs of the year, and it's not nominated, and I'm really upset about that. I think that's BS right there. I'm going to call it BS. It didn't have to win. I would have liked it for one. Out of this category, it looks like Spectre's going to win. But Furious 7, the song for Furious 7, I love that song. I really do. And it's not nominated, and that's BS. Alright, Best Original Score. Happy to see John Williams up there. Of course, Spielberg's movie got nominated as well. Sicario got nominated, which is great. The Hateful Eight, which I hope wins. And Carol's nominated too, which I'm happy about. But Carol didn't get nominated for Best Picture. What the F, Academy? A bunch of morons out there. I know you're not watching this video. You don't give a crap about what I say. But you are total idiots for not nominating Carol in the Best Picture. You could have. You had 2 more slots. Just whatever. Best Makeup. There's a movie on here that I did see called The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out a Window and Disappeared. I can't remember where it's actually from, but yeah, it's some good makeup, and so it got nominated. But of course, Mad Max and Revenant are there. They'll probably win that. But happy that a movie, obscure film, got nominated for Best Makeup. Awesome. Oh, look at that. Costume design, Cinderella got nominated. Cinderella got some love. Isn't that nice? So I'm happy. Out of all the nominations that are there for costume design, I'm happy that Cinderella got nominated. The other ones you can look up, you can find out. They're all worthy of being there, but glad Cinderella got nominated for that. Production design, a lot of the same ones that got nominated for special effects, and then you have The Danish Girl, which was a beautiful looking film, so I'm not surprised that it's there. In the editing, we got Star Wars, got another nomination. I think the best editing in this film, I love The Revenant when it came to editing. Mad Max had great editing, so I'd love to see those two win. Cinematography, no, oh, Sicario was there. Okay, so thank you for nominating Roger Deakins for the 100th time. Appreciate it. And you're probably never going to let him win because he's a great cinematographer, and you just whatever. I mean, The Revenant's on there, so The Revenant's probably going to win again, and he's a great cinematographer. It'll be his third win, but Roger Deakins is one of the greatest cinematographers to ever live and continue living. I don't know how much longer, but he's nominated. Hateful Eight got nominated. Carol is a beautiful film. Glad it's up there too. And Mad Max, awesome. Okay, so we're in the foreign language films of the year. I've only seen two of these films. I saw Mustang and I saw Son of Saul. Son of Saul is one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my life, and it's one of the best films of the year, and it will win the Oscar because it won the Golden Globe, and it deserves it. And Happy Mustang is there. I wish there were some other foreign language movies that I saw this year, like The Club or The Clan, but maybe The Clan is now a 2015 film. I don't know. That should have been up there too, but Son of Saul will win that award. I guarantee it. Okay, animation, Anomalisa, which was, I thought was good, but I'm glad it's there because it's stop motion animation. Of course, Shaun of the Sheep movie was fun, stop motion animation. There is when Marnie was there. I think that's how you say it. I did see that film. I think that's Studio Ghibli. Sorry. And then Inside Out, which will win, of course. And then there's this movie. There's an animated film there. Never heard of it. Don't know anything about it. I'm not going to pronounce it because I just can't. So I don't know what it's called yet, but it's in a different language. I'm just going to click on it really quick. So what does it say? And where is it from? This one says it's from Boy and the World. Boy and the World. It's got some good ratings. Maybe it'll get a release. I'm going to sneeze soon. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. Never heard of that one. So it's nominated. There's probably an animated film that I like too that didn't get nominated, but I can't think of it right now. Best screenplay written based on something. Glad that Brooklyn is there. I'm just happy Brooklyn's there. And Brooklyn's nominated for Best Picture, so that's pretty awesome. I'm glad they didn't forget that movie. They forgot a lot of other movies, but they didn't forget Brooklyn. Alright, so we're going to go to Best Screenplay written directly for the screen. And all I'm going to say is that Straight Outta Compton is there. I'm happy that Straight Outta Compton, I think this is the only nomination that Straight Outta Compton got. So that is just awesome. That's all I'm going to say about that. There's some other ones out there that I'm happy about. But Straight Outta Compton, big surprise. Awesome. Love that it's nominated. In the Best Directing category, no surprise to all these except for Lenny. I think he got shunned at the Golden Globes and he got nominated. I think Adam McKay got nominated at the Golden Globes. I don't remember for The Big Short. But Lenny, who directed The Room, I've actually met him when I went to a screening of The Room. Screening of, not The Room, but Room, starring Brie Larson. We'll get into that a little bit. Happy that he's nominated and happy that George Miller probably won't win, but if he does, that would be awesome. But The Revenant's probably going to take it all, which I'm happy about. Then we get into the Best Supporting Actress. I'm happy that Jennifer Jason Leigh is there. Kate Winslet won the Golden Globe. She'll probably win the award. And Rooney Mara deserves to be nominated in the Best Actress category. She was an actress in that film. She wasn't supporting. To me, she wasn't. From my perspective, she was not supporting. She was the star of that movie. That's just my opinion, but there you go. She got nominated, so I'm happy about it either way. And Jennifer Jason Leigh was awesome in that movie, Hateful Eight. All right, so Best Supporting Actor. Glad that Sly Stallone is there. I'm just happy that he's there. All I want to talk about is him right now. I'm just happy he just won the Golden Globe, and he's a front runner for winning the Oscar, and that's great for a character that he created 40-some years ago. He's being nominated again for that same character, and I think they're going to give it to him because of that. But also, he does deserve it. He was great in that movie. All right, Best Actress, Brie Larson. Love Brie Larson. So happy that she's in there. Of course, she won the Golden Globe. I'm glad that Saoirse Ronan is there. Out of these, I have not seen 45 Years yet. There's an actress nominated for 45 Years. I'm hoping to see that this weekend if everything works out. I was going to see it last weekend, but I'll probably see it this weekend. And Carol, Cate Blanchett is nominated. I think she should have been nominated in the Best Supporting Actress nomination, but whatever. We're not hearing about Star Wars much anymore. I guess that's out. Most of the technical stuff, which we should all be happy about. That we should also just be happy that it was a good movie. I thought it was great, but at least it was a good movie. It was fun. Star Wars is back, and maybe the next one will be nominated. Who knows? Anyways, okay. So in the Best Actor category, any surprises? Not really. Just happy that Michael Fassbender is there for Steve Jobs. To me, he's probably the best performance of his life, of the year. But Leo deserves to win. He's been nominated so many times, and the Academy has shunned him out multiple times. This is his year. He should win. I want to see Leo win the Oscar for Best Actor for The Revenant. And we're getting to The Room. Okay, so, we're getting to The Room. Haha. I got Tommy Wiseau on the mind. So here are the nominations. Of course, we probably already know already for Best Picture. 8 nominations. The Big Short, Mad Max, Fury Road, The Martian, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Room, The Revenant, and Spotlight. Okay, I'm happy about 7 of those out of the 8. Spotlight is a great film, but it does not deserve to be there, in my opinion. I would rather see Carol. I would rather see Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. I would rather see maybe a foreign language movie like Son of Saul. Could have been there, or an animated film like Inside Out. And maybe Straight Outta Compton could have been nominated. So I would rather have seen a lot of those nominated instead of Spotlight. And they have 2 chances. They could have even put Creed in there, or Star Wars, just because it was fun, and it's a movie that people actually went and saw. It's the biggest movie of all time. So again, happy Brooklyn is there. Excited and happy that Brooklyn's there. And there's a couple other movies that I'm thinking about. They're in there somewhere in my mind that I would like to see get nominated, but I can't remember them right at the moment because all these things are going through my head. Oh, The Hateful Eight. Really, The Hateful Eight got shunned. It got a few nominations, score and cinematography and Best Supporting Actress, but I think it deserved at least to get nominated for Best Screenplay, Best Direction, and Best Picture. It's one of the best films of the year. So there's some shuns. There's definitely always going to be some shuns, but there's no excuse when you announce that you can put 10 Best Picture nominations in there. Of course, only one's going to win, and it's probably the obvious. It's going to be The Revenant, probably. It'll probably The Revenant. I'll be happy with that. I love The Revenant. But you can put 10 in there. So maybe fit 2 other films and maybe take away 1 and put 3 other films in there. Whatever. Anyways, again, just my opinion. Please, in the comment box below, please share yours. And thank you always for watching and checking out. I'm looking forward to the winners being announced at the end of February. And look forward to more vlogs and videos and reviews and updates coming from me in the not too distant future. Goodbye. Live film, everybody. Peace.